like they claimed later on. And I'll tell you guys what they basically claimed here in just a minute. But first things first is that this is a little bit of an extra video, just because I felt like my updates video wasn't, super entertaining or anything, and I wanted to give you guys some more competitive tips and tricks videos. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So getting into it here, basically these guys first of all claimed that we had spectating enabled. Secondly, they claimed that somebody joined at like the 3rd or 4th round and spectated the rest of it, which is obviously going to be false. I'll show you several rounds from the game. And thirdly, they claimed that we host booted in the second map, and I'll show you what round that happened on. And we obviously didn't do it. Definitely stick around for the end as well, because I have a chat with this kid, and by the end of it, it's so hilarious. I don't even know what to do with it. It was really kind of mind-boggling. They made some threats on Twitter towards me afterwards, like before I started getting too much into the chat, and it was at that point that I realized that this could be something really, really funny. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Today's topic is how to handle disputers, and of course that's why I've got this video in the background here. So starting off with the basics, first things first is that you always need to have proof of some sort. There's a way you can record with Xbox One if you have it, where you like double tap the home button and then press X and it records the last 30 seconds, so you can do that. You can take pictures with your phone if you've got a smartphone or whatever, or just any phone that can take pictures. I don't know. I'm not huge into phones or anything, so you know how to take proof with it if you've got it. Or, of course, you can always record it with an Elgato or an Aver Media or whatever. Just make sure you have proof, because there's immaturity in the community, and that means there will always be disputers. There will always be people that are just going to try and get an easy win or something, so always have proof on hand. Next thing is always be respectful. This includes using clean language and not lying, being honest, and not making threats towards people, especially towards the staff or the community that's going to be reviewing your ticket. So, for example here, you wouldn't want to use any foul language. You wouldn't want to accuse them of anything you can't prove, or your opponents of anything you can't prove towards the staff or anything. And you always want to end your ticket thanking them for taking their time out of their day to look at your proof, look at your ticket. Show them that you appreciate it, because it makes you look more professional and everything. And remember, the majority of communications between your opponents and or the staff here is going to be through type chat sort of scenarios, so you have control over what you say. I understand in the heat of the moment, if you're talking to them like face to face or on the mic, that you may go somewhere you don't mean to go with your language, or you may accuse them of something. But when you're typing, you have complete control over it. You have complete control before you press that send button or submit. So make sure it's professional before you send it or anything. That's very, very important. And of course, I need to touch on this a little more. Don't make threats. I've known and don't lie, because I've had former teammates that have done this, where they will claim that they know a GB admin or something, or they'll make threats towards them like, oh, we're gonna DDoS you now or something, which both of those things are not good to do, especially since you can get banned for them. So you don't want to lie, you don't want to make threats. It doesn't work out. And then the last thing, and this is something I learned from this match, because I've always been very, very frustrated with disputers, but I learned from this match that relaxing, having fun with it, and using humor really makes it almost an enjoyable experience. As a matter of fact, in this case, it did become an enjoyable experience, so much so that I'm making a video on it. If they're being over the top with it, just see what they have to say and then refute what they're saying, and then throw in some jokes, and it can be a fun time, because they're expecting you to come back with an aggressive tone or an aggressive behavior, and if you come back just correcting them and throwing in some jokes, they'll eventually not really understand what's going on, and they either give up and go away, or they completely flip their position, which this guy does in the end, and it's absolutely hilarious. So, you know, I hope this helps you guys. You know what? Next time you guys have a dispute, try using some of this. You know, be respectful, throw in some humor if they're talking to you or whatever, and just kind of see what happens. Let me know if you've had any experiences similar to this. And, you know, as I'm going here, make sure you stick around for the very end of it because it's absolutely hilarious. So, as you guys can see, we're coming to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, then please like, comment, and or subscribe. If you didn't, then let me know what I can do better next time. Constructive criticism goes a long way, guys. Until next time.